Maybe Book 2, Chapter 3, Keep Your Enemies Closer. A few days after Craig's mayoral announcement, you and Clint are riding in Miles' car on the way to the town council's annual garden party. So why exactly is this happening at Cassandra's house? I didn't know she was even on the council. She wasn't, till her aunt decided to retire last month. And she just got to pass her the position to Cassandra? How medieval. It isn't ideal, that's for damn sure, but the council has to approve the town's budget every year, so if we want funding for more renovations, we have to cozy up to Cassandra and the rest of her council buddies. Great, awesome, but it'll be worth it in the end. We can do this to renovate Gracetown and build a better community for everyone. The entire town loved your dance hall changes. I'm sure the council will agree and want to see more. Though with our luck, Craig's convinced them that he's the savior of Gracetown. His ads have done enough damage in just a few days. No need to throw in the towel just yet. Most of the council members are at least semi-reasonable. Officer Keese on there, and Clint visibly flinches, stopping mid-word. Clint, your dad is on the town council. He's gonna be at this party. Now that you mention it, yeah, probably. Clint, do you want me to put a frog in his mimosa? As much as I appreciate the offer of amphibious vengeance, I don't think it will be necessary. Well, shoot, guess I've been keeping this frog in my purse all morning, for nothing. You sit back against the seat, breathing deep against the sudden wave of nausea as the road zips by outside of your window. Can we stop for a minute? I'm feeling a little car sick. Miles pulls over to the side of the road. Stepping out of the car, you find yourself standing at the edge of a large, overgrown field. Oh, didn't we take a walk here one time, Miles? I think it was right after we met. Oh, yeah. How could I forget the so-called interview? Come on, it was fun. Cool night air, fireflies dancing around us with like little fairy lights. A small dreamy smile warms Miles' face. That part wasn't so bad. Clint joins you carrying a small package in his hands. Miss Jin, Anna wanted me to make sure you got your latest baby basket while we were out. I wonder what they sent this time. You rip open the box to find... What a fluffy bunny. She's such a cutie. I just want to squeeze her so tight. Careful, Thumper might get jealous. There's a note attached. Squeeze my paw and tell your little one how you feel. Well, if you insist. You squeeze the paw. Hi, little ones. I love you with all my heart. You're the best things that's ever happened to me. Don't ever forget that. I'll do everything to protect you, even when you don't want me to. You finish your message and set the bunny down. You press the paw again, and from the bunny, you hear your words echo back. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now they'll always be able to hear your voice. You are now ready to tell the world how you feel. I want to be able to share everything with them. Clint returns the bunny to the car as Miles looks over the empty field, a pensive look on his face. I always kind of meant to turn this place into something. Just not sure what. I feel selfish to keep this place all to myself when it could be something more, something special for the whole community. Watch out! People might start thinking you got a heart under that prickly exterior. If you're feeling better, Jen, we got a council to win over. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go woo the elite. You climb back into Miles' car, resting one hand absently on your belly as you watch the empty field roll past your window. Building something special, huh? Maybe your mama can think of something you'd like, little ones. Community center, playground, a school. Not long after, you arrive at Cassandra's estate, where a butler ushers you to the back of the house. What are we, the help? You stroll into the airy solarium and find Cassandra fussing over some flower arrangements. About time you got here. The whole council is here, and Craig is already smoozing them. Okay, How'd I manage to piss you off already? I've been here like 2 seconds. 6.5 by my count. Still a new record. Because I've been trying to talk you up and your silly renovation plans to the rest of the council. You what? I know I am having a heart attack right now myself. I'm so confused right now. This isn't a trap, is it? What's the catch? You gotta curse me, embarrass me, poison me? If I really wanted to do that, you wouldn't even know it was me. She looks you over and frowns, wrinkling her nose. I'd hoped you put in a little more effort into your parents, but lucky for you, I planned for disappointment. She's like the country gal from Royal Romance. Before you know it, what's happening? Cassandra shoos you into a side room, shutting the door in Clint and Miles' faces. Hey, just a... Inside, Cassandra picks up a garment bag and holds it out to you expectantly. What's this? Oh, right, this is a garment bag. People who actually care about their clothes use them to... I know what a damn garment bag is. Why are you handing me one? 'Cause it's got a bomb in it. I just wanted to see you blow up with my expectations. Because I'm trying to help you. The least you can do is not embarrass me. You dubiously take the bag from her and open the zipper, unable to get a little gasp when you catch sight of the gorgeous floral pattern fabric inside. You seriously offering me this dress? I'm starting to regret it. Pick your jaw up off the floor and try it on. In bloom. Stroll through the gardens in this gorgeous floral sundress. It's interesting. It certainly accentuates the, heels. You change into the dress, marveling at the luxurious feel of the turquoise silk against your skin. Cassandra looks you over, nodding approvingly. I would hope so. Much better. You actually look like someone on the guest list now. It's beautiful and fits perfectly. How did you... Please, if I can't correctly size someone from a dozen yards, then what was finishing school even for? This still doesn't explain your sudden change of heart. Is it so hard to believe that I'm simply trying to be helpful? Do you want a serious answer to that question, or, Fine. It's possible that maybe I'm a tiny bit jealous of you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to hear you say that again. Don't do this. Case in point, I can't for the life of me understand why some people seem to like you. I used to think people liked me, but after seeing Clint and all your other friends fall over themselves to help you this year, it made me realize I want people to have people like that. I want to be someone that people actually care about. Cassandra, I'll give you a shot. Don't ruin it. I'm Cassandra Taylor. I don't ruin anything. I saw how Jebediah treated you at dinner. No one, not even you, deserves to be treated like that. Now, let's wow those council members. Soon Jebediah will be ordering you a matching Covington Christmas sweater. The two of you emerge from the parlor to find Clint and Miles waiting just outside the door. Good evening. Good. Covington was about to break down the door. I believe what I said was, this door sure is hung crooked. It'd probably come right down if someone were to bump into it too hard. No need. Cassandra was just explaining to me how she's going to help us get the rest of the council on our side. I know what you're thinking. She's been trouble in the past, but I'm willing to give her a shot. A look from you to Cassandra Worley, and she doesn't wait for an answer. She picks up a tray of drinks and flounces out the door. Well, don't just stand there. You're coming or not? Still skeptical, Clint follows Cassandra out the door. You're about to follow, but Miles holds you back with a hand on your elbow. Wait. Miles pulls you in close, eyes roaming appreciatively over your new dress. I wanted to say, you look beautiful. Don't I always? You do, but I like you in the dress all the same. How much? Smirking, he bends down to catch her lips in a heated kiss, running both hands down your sides. A lot. The two of you share one more sweet kiss and then follow the others into the party. Outside, you find the rest of the partygoers spread across the yard. Some mingle beneath the floral awnings, while others play lawn games as their children run wild. Where to first? The punch bowl, lawn bowling, or the picnic tables? I'm ready to talk up some council members to support our renovation plan. Just remember, this ain't only a party. He's right. Beneath every small talk is a big decision that affects Gracetown. One year, they chose to turn the Founding Fathers' home into a new school. There was an official vote, but their minds were made up long before. The council sounds way too powerful. They're not even elected. Why are they making these decisions? Money talks. It's the way things have always been. I doubt it'll ever change. Enough. We don't have time to discuss this. Look. Follower gaze to Craig as he smooshes step by eye. Imagine long stretches of green grass. Nothing but beautiful oak-lined fairways as far as the eye can see. Best part, it's all in Gracetown. Intriguing. I do enjoy a game of golf. What makes you trustworthy for the funds? Please tell me he's joking. Tell me Craig isn't pitching the idea of building a golf course after taking credit for our renovations. We'd better move fast before he woos the rest of the council. Let me introduce them to you, while Craig's busy. If we go up there now, there may be a chance yet. Besides Jebediah and me, there's Officer Keith, Gracetown's own Birdie Grace, a high school football coach, Malcolm Prout, and... It is Cassandra. I could spot that juicy rare from a mile away. The final council member, Craig Fence Sr., you know his son. More than I care to admit. Junior's told me all about you. Good luck trying to win the council's support today. It's a dog-eat-dog-out world out there, and I plan on eating like a king. I just don't even know what to say. Craig Sr. lets out a hearty laugh as he walks away. You look around the lawn. And I thought his son was the worst. Let's go win some votes before I vomit. We got Coach Malcolm, Officer Keith, and Birdie Grace. Let's start with the stunned Birdie first. And over here, let me introduce you to Birdie Grace. She's a member of Gracetown's founding family. So you're like a Gracetown celebrity. Celebrity bah, nonsense. We prefer the term royalty instead. Oh, help me. I'm just yanking your chain. My great-great-grandfather was Alexander Gordon, Grant Grace married to Gail Grace, who was Gertrude... I see lots of Graces in the family, and G-names. I've always thought they should be honored in a museum, but Craig promised me the golf course would be named after my great-grandfather, Graham Grayson of Gracetown. It'll put us back on the map after I-10 came and dried up our tourism, like my love life. Sweet Mother of Christ, you have no filter, do you? What if I told you we have another plan to put Gracetown on the map by renovating the entire town? That's certainly a tall order to complete with Craig's fantastic feast of an idea. If you could guarantee Gracetown's spunk and pizzazz in your plan, I'd vote for you easily. Right now, I need to think more about it. It's, like what Mayor Fitz said in the 57. Russian shrimp and grits. Just get your shrimp and corn. Don't rush your decision, and you won't be disappointed. Oh, for the love of... Why would I say no one else? What? Over here we have Coach Malcolm, if he'll spare a minute. I always have time to talk with such lovely ladies, as long as you're not interrupting practice. It doesn't look like you're supervising practice now. No, just the local tag game. If you're lucky, or they're lucky, they'll make it on the Gracetown High football team. We're best in the state 4 years running. Would have been 5 if not for those damn Hope Town hippos. It's always great to see kids running around outside like this. Oh, there's nothing I hate worse than teens sitting on their butts, scoofing off on the internet, like my son. Sounds like a great time to mention that the renovation project we're planning, maybe we can make the town even more enticing for your son. I'm looking for outdoor rec ideas, like what that Craig fella's been talking about. Come back when you have a real sports plan, not a vague renovation plan. Officer Keith. Officer Keith, I'm sure you're acquainted with Jan. Naturally. My band played at the dance hall because of her. Y'all were certainly on fire that night. Don't kid about fire safety, Jan. You never know when a real fire could happen. Keith, I love you. You're adorable. Of course not. I wanted to talk to you about supporting our continued town renovation project. Ah, yes, your changes have made the town nicer. Please forgive me for such casualness. I should remember my place as a council member. I've won too many sangrias today. How many is one too many? Literally probably 1 over 1. One sangria, of course. I could not resist such sweet nectar. I was close. I was thinking 2 tops, but okay. Does that mean we can count on your support? To be honest, I have not yet decided. The golf course certainly seems safe, but if you had something safer, I would listen. Okay. I'm so sorry. The sangria, I forget myself. Please don't mention I said anything. Council members shouldn't show bias. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Finish speaking with the council members, who are idiots. Then rest against one of the standing tables with Cassandra. I don't get it. Why is everyone so enamored with Craig's golf course? Honestly, Craig got to him first. The game of dibs goes a long way in this town. Besides, the council's always been a tough nut to crack. I mean, look at us. We're not exactly commoners. We're the money and power of this town. Just then, Jebediah approaches the two of you, settling across the table. You hold his glare with your own, feeling your blood boiling. Miss Cassidy, I hear you've been busy with my fellow council members. Your outfit and your words have certainly made a good impression with them. Yet not with you. Perhaps because you did not think to approach me. Listen, the game didn't give me an opportunity. Blame Pixelberry, not me. Jebediah, you can't exactly blame her after how the last meeting ended. That was not how I wanted things to turn out. It's unfortunate. Mr. Covington? Let me tell you about our renovation plan. Look around the town. Louisa's restaurant, dance hall, town sign. We've done so much in so little time. With the council's help, we can make this town so much more. No offense, but I don't think a newcomer like yourself is qualified to know what's best for Gracetown. Open your mouth to speak, you're mine, but Birdie calls out across the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, abiding from the Gracetown traditions of 1886, my ancestors' pocket watch has been hidden on the grounds. Birdie clears her throat, then reads from a yellowed piece of parchment. Whomever recovers Alexander from the Grace's pocket watch shall be regarded king or queen for the day, upon penalty of shame. What is going on here, Cassandra? Some weird ceremony? It'd take too long to explain, but trust me, if you want that watch, it'll show you belong to Gracetown or whatever. And we can't let Craig be king again. I mean, it's Craig, but can he be that bad? Oh, are you serious? For the past 4 years, he demands everyone bow to him and call him His Royal Craigness sexiest man alive. It's exhausting. We're wasting time. We need to find that watch. I have a good feeling about the greenhouse. I saw Birdie in there earlier. Quickly, find the first flower that begins with the letter G, and you'll probably see it. Follow Cassandra inside the greenhouse, only to find it overrun with people searching for the watch. Out of my way, I cold dips! Craig desperately shoves one of the guests out of the way to search the potted plants himself. Hey, I was here first. Craig, you'll never win the election that way. Then again, maybe you should keep at it. Miles will eviscerate you then. The music suddenly got really loud. I can give the people what they want, prickers, and that's me as king. You roll your eyes and return to searching, overturning every nook and cranny in the greenhouse. Across the way, you notice Craig's careful eye on you. You whisper to Clint and Cassandra. Don't look now, but I think we have a secret admirer. I'll handle this. Craig, get your filthy paws off those azaleas. One petal costs 10 times your non-existent salary. Cassandra shoos Craig away while Clint nods his head to follow him to the far side of the greenhouse. Don't you think the trumpet vines are looking lovely this time of year? What does that have to do with you? I think the best part is at the top. Clint gives you a knowing look, then glances at the top of the vines. You follow his gaze and see the pocket watch tucked in the vines above your head. Oh, I see. I agree. Very lovely. But just as you lay eyes on the watch, Craig spots you. No, it's mine. Quickly insert the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Craig charges your way, heading straight for the watch. You realize you can still reach it first, but you have to act this second. Grab the watch to be the queen of the day and earn the patch for your baby blanket. Queen Jen is here. Hear me, your subjects. Queen for the day, the watch is mine. You jump up to swipe the watch. Craig's fingers brush it, but you hold it firmly in your grasp. We had to pay diamonds for this. I believe that makes me queen for the day. No! I call dibs! That's not how the world works. I believe the term is finders keepers. And what shall be your first act as queen, my lady? You may all address me as queen. B. Oh, it's playing on the book that we all want back versus half the garbage we read. Yeah, right. You don't like that? I'll do one better. A simple ask and answer when I say, who's the best? You'll answer, the queen in your dreams. Cassandra, remind me who's queen today? That would be you, Queen Bee. You look at Craig expectantly. He rolls his eyes and mumbles quietly as he can. You are queen? Sorry, I didn't catch that last bit. I said you're queen, Queen Bee. And who's the best? The queen. I must be hard of hearing. What was that? You know what I said, and I ain't saying it again. Craig storms out of the greenhouse. Clint smirks at you and then bows exaggeratedly. Queen Bee, your coronation awaits. You lead the way to the rest of the guests, triumphantly holding up the watch for all to see. The Founder's Watch! True royalty walks among us today. Keith. Jesus, this is so stupid. And Malcolm carry out a lavish throne for you to sit as everyone gathers round. This is the life. 77 years ago, or something like that, little birdies whispered to my ancestors to greet this town, and that's who I'm named after. And in their honor, we declare Jen Cassidy Queen of Gracetown today. Birdie hands you a plastic scepter and then places a matching crown on your head. One scepter to rule them all. Decree it. And a crown to match. The reign of Queen Bee continues. Long live Queen Bee. Hip hip. Boo-ray! Who's the best? The Queen. The Queen. Ah, power is great. And what dare, I ask, will be your next decree? I've got plenty of ideas. You settle in your throne as your loyal subjects wait for your rule. Jebediah, who do you order about? I'm gonna go with... Why not? You slowly turn to Craig, not trying to hide your mischievous grin. Ah, Craig, so many things I could do, yet it wouldn't come close to true revenge. Why would you need revenge? I'm a great guy, everybody loves me, ain't that right, y'all? Craig winks at Cassandra, who shudders in disgust. You couldn't be further from the truth. Craig, I have just the thing for you today. You're gonna... stand in timeout. Good one. I'm not joking. The rules state that you must listen to Queen Bee today. Exactly. So go to the corner and think about what you've done. Treat him like a child. I love this. Greg sticks his tongue out at you and then retreats to a nearby corner and faces the wall. He literally is a child. Now, while I have y'all's undivided attention, let me remind you to vote for Mayor Dixon in a few short months. No fair, Hey, shut the fuck up, Craig, and stay in your goddamn corner. Greg, quiet. You're in timeout. That watch should have been mine. Now, as I was saying, Mayor Dixon has a proven record. After a few minutes, you wrap up your speech and look over towards Craig. All right, Craig, you're free to go. In your face. Craig Finch is back on the scene. Vote for Craig. Keep that up and I'll put you in timeout again. Anything but that. It's so boring. That's what I thought. Who do you order about? I'm curious if we get to order all four of them about. Let's go with Miles first. You turn to face Miles and smile mischievously. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm not asking you to do much. I just want you to declare what you love about me. Miles immediately blushes, his ears growing redder by the second. But doesn't sound like a declaration of love to me. He shakes his head and then yells loud enough for everyone to hear. I love Jen Cassidy. She's kind, supports me. She's unafraid to speak her mind. And she'll make one hell of a mother. Smiling, you pull Miles into give him a quick peck. See? Was that so hard? Yes. Oh, okay, we get to do them all. Jebediah, how you doing? Jebediah, or should I say Papa Covington, there's something I'd like you to do. I suppose I don't have a choice. Nope. Let's get this over with. What would you like me to do, Bao? Call you Queen Bee for the rest of the day? Actually, I want you to say something genuinely nice about me. Jebediah visibly gulps and his eyes narrow. Well, I'm waiting. You and Clint will have beautiful children together. Well, that wasn't what I expected to hear. Dad, do you? I said my piece, am I good? Sure. Who's next? I'll go with Cassandra. Cassandra. Whatever shall I do with you? Don't throw a drink at me and we'll be square. Oh, I know just the thing. You can... face Craig in a push-up chant contest. You got to be kidding me. Does this look like the face that kids... Scared you're gonna lose, Cassie? Cassandra holds Craig's stare and then smirks. I got nothing to lose, you do. Listen, it's another way for Craig to lose to a girl. Cassandra slides her heels off, then drops to the ground beside Craig. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, go. Cassandra and Craig take off, doing push-up after push-up as everyone counts her progress. Cassandra plows ahead while Craig struggles beside her. That's 24 for Cassandra and 19 for Craig. Go, Cassandra. Can't lose. No, this can't be happening. You losing to another woman must suck. But Craig's arms soon give out. He collapses to the ground. And the winner is Cassandra. Like I said, everything to win and nothing to lose. I won't forget this! No, of course you won't. You turn your gaze to Clint. I'm up, aren't I? You've got that right. I want you to... campaign for Miles without using Southern slang. No contraction, not a single fixin' to, and no ya-alls. That's nearly impossible, Queen Bee. I know. Good luck. This'll be good. Clint stands on a nearby chair to get a better view of the guests in attendance. Good afternoon, all of you all. 9 out of 10 for effort. I heard that. Shame. With each word, you see the slight frustration mounting on Clint's face. Have you all not been happy with how Miles has changed Gracetown? I am sure that he is planning another great term ahead. Just look to his plans to remake the town. Clint ends his speech and turns to you. Was that so hard? Yes. Let me tell you something. I've been fixing to say y'all gotta vote for Miles in this election. Naturally. You look around and the guests smile to yourself. I think I've had enough fun for now. Long live the Queen. Oh, he said it without even me giving an order. One more time for the people in the back. Who's the best? The Queen. The Queen. The Queen. The crowd breaks out in chants of the Queen over and over again. You sit back in your throne, taking it all in. It's good to be Queen. Why is it I would never do this? I'd be like, I don't want to be the king. You're gonna be the king. I don't want to be the king. You're gonna be the king. Okay, it's the king. I tell you to not let me be the king. Shut the fuck up. Later that afternoon, you return to the solarium and sit to relieve your aching feet. Miles slumps in the seat beside you, head buried in his hands. The sooner this party's done, the better. People credit Craig with our renovations and then move on to this golf course. Craig's golf course, it's splendid. He's going to have several private areas. Amala, shut the hell up. As the guest hurries away, you sigh into her Magnum Miles. I know what you mean. We just need something flashier than Craig's idea. Something that'll make the entire council stop dead in their tracks and go, this is what we need. But what? You look around, watching a mother chase her son, a group of kids playing tag, another guest trying to read her book amongst the noise. Sunlight hits you, and you beckon Clint and Cassandra over. This had better be good. What Cassandra means is we've been struggling to boost the renovation plan against Craig's golf course. Struggle no longer. Our current idea isn't working, so we give the people what they want while fitting the council's wishes. I propose we turn the Firefly Field into a park. I love it. Sign me up. It's something all of Gracetown can enjoy. We can give it some Gracetown flair for Birdie, add some fields for Malcolm and for Keith. Does he really want to deal with flying golf balls? Not bad. Not bad at all. It has potential. You know what the council wants, but you have to sell them on it. They won't buy it otherwise. I've been working with the council since I became mayor. I've got a pretty good idea how to deal with them. If you wanted, we could run through the presentation for you to give them, and I could give you a few pointers. How are my favorite pains in the asses today? Craig, corner. Go. Go. Craig suddenly appears behind you and claps you on the shoulder. Oh god, he's touching me. You scowl and take a step away, and he turns to Cassandra. Wow, Cassie, you're still hanging out with all these losers. Too bad. We could have made something happen if you actually had taste. As if I'd ever stoop that low. Grabs a shrimp cocktail from the buffet, and you gape as he brings it to his lips and takes a sip of the cocktail sauce. Those aren't for drinking. Oh, yeah, they are. Why else would they be called? Cocktails, idiot. Oh, God, get to the point. What do you want, Craig? Go get your panties and twist, preggers. I'm just making polite conversation. So, what are you all up to? Still pitching that boring old renovation idea? I was just asking Jen if she wanted to take a walk around the garden. It'd be a shame to miss out on the beautiful scenery. Miles gives you a meaningful look and a wink. Go with Miles to get a leg up against Craig and spend some time romantically together. Yes, take me in the Miles. Or garden Miles. Shut up. Take me in the Miles. God help me. You take Miles' arm and make your way to the mostly empty section of the garden, leaving Craig and the others behind. Miles leads you along a row of flowers to a beautiful fountain. He takes a seat on the fountain's edge and you join him. Okay, so let's review where the council stands. I've got Cassandra, I think. But what about everyone else? They all seemed in favor of Craig's golf course, but they haven't heard our park pitch yet. Clint's father doesn't like you, and Craig's father will support him, so they're gonna vote against us. Then we've just gotta convince Keith, Malcolm, and Birdie. They want what's best for Gracetown. Shouldn't be too difficult. Still, it pays to be prepared. You stand up in front of Miles, and so you're about to give a presentation. I'll start by telling everyone about how the park will be a place for a community, where people from all walks of life can come together. That's a good opening, but what you'll need to appeal to directly is to the three of them we need on our side. Malcolm likes sports, so naturally he's in favor of a golf course. We need a counter for that. Okay, Malcolm, I've got a question for you to think over. Grandin Miles rolls his eyes as you continue. Have you considered how many sports you can play at the park? I'm talking football, soccer, frisbee, and more. There's no limit to the number of games you can play. At the park, people can do whatever they enjoy, rather than being forced to participate in a sport they might not like. Miles clears his throat and speaks in a low and confident voice. Yes, that would be great for everyone who wants to do sports and get rid of that bad technology. Was that your best Malcolm impression? Because it was terrible. I didn't get into this for theater. Besides, it's the thought that counts. Anyway, your argument should work, but you could also mention keeping kids more active. Malcolm will eat that up. Okay, so then I can probably talk about how we plan to work with local community members to figure out what they want in a park. Also mention where we intend to build. I'll tell them to field on the north end of town. There's plenty of space, and it's already government-owned. Just hand that out of the corner of your eye, you notice Craig creeping behind some of the plants, inching ever closer to you. Quickly throw one at him. You lean forward and stroke Miles' shoulder affectionately as you whisper in his ear. Looks like somebody doesn't know when to quit. Now would be the perfect time to chance to embarrass him and make him think we're going to build something totally ridiculous. Like what? Let's pretend we want to build a circus, because that's what Craig should be joining. Grin at Miles and raise your voice so that Craig will be able to hear. A circus would be perfect for Gracetown. You can take the whole family out for performances every night. And then when the kids want to run away and join the circus, they won't be going too far from home. I can finally fulfill my dream of being an acrobat. Wonderful. You hear a gasp from where Craig's hidden in a cluster of ivy, followed by an angry whisper. Miles, an acrobat? You've got to be kidding me. You might be entertaining, but no one wants their mayor acting like a clown. You literally are one. Craig stalks away in a hurry, bursting into laughter as soon as he's out of sight, while Miles gets a quiet chuckle. I can't believe that worked. Craig's an idiot. We could have said we were building a skyscraper and he'd believe it. It's a good thing I noticed him. Who knows what he'd do if he actually knew our actual play. We just have to be a bit more careful, that's all. You nod and take a seat next to Miles again, the soft rush of the fountain calming your nerves. Okay, so how do I handle Birdie? She seems a bit eccentric. It's simple, you name the park after her family. That's putting it mildly. But I've always been able to win her over by paying tribute to Gracetown's history. So I'll tell her we intend to dedicate the park to Gracetown's founder. We could put up a plaque in the park all about our great-great-grandfather. That would remind everyone about where Gracetown came from and help preserve the town's history. She'll appreciate anything that keeps her ancestors' memory alive. I think that about settles everything. I think you're forgetting about Keith. Come on, Miles. I've worked with Keith before. I know how he operates. All I've got to do is tell him how the park will stop people from causing trouble around town, and he'll be on my side. Fair point. I think you're ready to go. The council's got nothing on me. Once they hear about the park, they'll be on my side in no time. Miles chuckles, and then suddenly you hear approaching voices. I'm telling you, something's up. Crap, someone's coming. You don't think they heard us, do you? It's better not be Craig again. Or one of his friends. We've got to distract them. Hurry, kiss me. Before he can respond, you throw your arms around his neck and crash your lips together. He drops his hands to your waist and pulls you closer. He runs his tongue along your lower lip and deepens the kiss, making desire pool in your belly. As you pull away, you grin and let your breath ghost over his lips. I know we're supposed to be distracting people, but we are still in public. He catches your lips in another kiss, the heat building between you. His eyes are dark with desire as he nips your lip, making you shiver in his arms. His voice comes out in a low growl. I don't care. You lean forward to press a chaste kiss to his lips, and he chases after you, drawing you in a passionate kiss that only makes you want more. As you break apart, you hear someone clear their throat, and you spot two well-dressed individuals watching you with wide eyes. Is someone making pornography at a garden party? Yes, leave me and the roses alone. I suggest you find a different setting, one more befitting of such vulgar display. Pardon us, we weren't intended to have an audience. The guests huff and hurry away, and you let out a sigh of relief. Leave it to Gracetown elite to ruin the mood, and think the mood is literally something other than normal, behavior. At least we got to scandalize them. They'll keep the town talking for months. But we can't keep pressing our luck. He reaches over and takes your hand as both you stand. You give his hand a gentle squeeze, and he offers you a soft smile. Thanks for helping me prepare, though. I actually feel ready to face the council. Go get him, Jen. The two of you return to the rest of the party, hand in hand. After a bit of searching, you find Birdie in the crowd. I sense a calming presence around you. A decision made. That's one way of putting it. I was hoping I could enlighten you and the rest of the council about my exciting new project. This is very unconventional, but what the hell? A Gracetown legend once said tradition is meant to be bucked when the birds sing and the sun whispers. You nod along to her words and follow Birdie outside, slowly rolling your eyes because she's insane. Birdie ushers about and gathers the council members around you while the other party guests listen behind them. Ladies and gentlemen of the council, much talk has been had about how to spend the extra funds for this year's budget, and I have one to beat them all. I'm gonna stop you right there, little Jen, my little firecracker. Oh god, what now? I don't think anyone wants to hear about how you're gonna clown around with building a circus. Actually, I was about to present my idea for a fun, family-friendly park. That does sound much safer and useful than a circus. Nah, not a circus. Change of plans! Let me tell you about my cool, hip, rockin', and don't forget tourist-friendly golf course! Excuse me, but I was going first. Step aside and let the Craigster do his job! Miss Cassidy, you may present your idea after. I'd like to hear about his golf course first. Your jaw tightens and you force a smile as you cede the floor to Craig. 4! What a beautiful sound we'll hear in just a few short months. You really think tourists are gonna flock here for golf? That's a Craig guarantee, not to mention all the jobs. We're talking construction, waiters, caddies, those hot ladies who bring you drinks and golf carts. That doesn't exist. Just when I thought he couldn't get any worse, he does. It would be nice to have a golf course closer than the one in Hopetown. We could start a golf team at the Gracetown High. How are they buying this bull? Rick, I have a question. What about... if you don't like golf? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it shouldn't be here. Besides, golf was made for people. Don't you know it started off for the poor people who couldn't afford horses for polo? Yeah, but that's not what it is now. So let's talk about those self-driving golf carts. Eventually, Craig's presentation finally ends. The council applauds enthusiastically, while you notice a few half-hearted claps and mutters from the other guests. At least it's got grass. Fantastic proposal, Craig. I have good feeling about you. But I suppose we should listen to Jen first. Isn't this a bit redundant? If you were going to listen to me first, you would have listened to me first when I was up there. Oh my god. As you pass Craig to take your spot at the front of the crowd, he mutters under his breath, "Beat that away you can't." Ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying earlier, Mayor Dixon and I would like to propose a park where all families, young and old, you begin to trail off as you notice the crowd not paying attention. Birdie stifles a large yawn in the front row. Quick, Jen, you need another big idea to keep them awake. Something refreshing, new. That's it. Actually, instead of just telling you about it, let me show you instead. She can't do that, can she? But we allow it. Let's see what Jen's plan is. Second in, I always liked a good field trip. Oh, for the love of... Everyone hops into their cars, and you lead the bemused party off to the property. Soon, you stand at the edge of the firefly field, raising your voice so everyone can hear you. This is just a field now, but with your approval, it can be so much more. What'll this have at the golf course done? Nothing! If you don't believe, fine. But close your eyes and imagine the possibilities first. Imagine the park. But most of all, imagine... the children's laughter. Don't you agree that a place where all Gracetown kids can play tag and make jokes and just be is worthwhile? You face Malcolm, remembering Maul's words about his love of sports. Malcolm, don't you think the more sports the better? A park wouldn't be limited to only golf. We would have football, soccer, volleyball, ultimate frisbee, basketball. That would mean my students could practice after school easier. Next, you set your sights on Birdie, recalling her love of history. Birdie, think of how history will remember this years from now. We can even dedicate the park to Gracetown founders while we usher the city into a new era. I hadn't thought of it like that before. Lastly, you turn to Keith, but before you speak, he asks you a simple question. Will it be safe? Yes, and you won't have to worry about any accidents from flying golf balls. Anyways, thank you all for your time. I hope that you will consider this park, not just for me, but for the community. The crowd enthusiastically applauds, and you take a step back, waiting for the council to make their decision. You've given us much to think about. I don't think we need to deliberate further. The park sounds much better than a silly golf course. Agreed. I like the idea of having more sports. I believe the votes have it. Yes, it seems I've been outnumbered. Jen, Miles, consider your pitch approved. Yes, oh my god, we did it. We actually did it. In your face, Greg! Oh my god, act professional for once in your life! There's still an election. Watch your back, your front, your head, your toes. I'm coming for ya. Okay, figuring how sexist you are, I'm gonna go ahead and go, ew. You're all your eyes, as your friends congratulate you from all sides. I knew you'd be able to convince them, Jen. Question is, now what? Simple, we break ground on a new park. With your pitch approved, the hard work begins on your new project where your plans help sway all of the Gracetown. Find out in the next chapter of Baby Book 2. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like it. Then consider sharing the channel. Consider sharing the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Get more people to, 1, enjoy the Choices app, and then 2, also enjoy this channel, where we have a variety of content. By the way, there is a ton coming, and we will be streaming on Twitch later this evening. You should really tune in for that. And also, make sure you're subscribed. That way, you can become a part of this fantastic community we have here, as well as just become a part of this crew. And think of it as an optimistic future for a lot of things that are to come in a video that I'll be announcing a lot of things very soon. Thanks once again for watching. Catch you all later. Peace.